Hey guys, JB here from Alpha Wolf Consulting, coming to you today with the next session in the Alpha Wolf Personal Development and Expansion series. And sort of in today's session, we're going to continue on from yesterday's session where we were looking at understanding, self-belief and sort of understanding how to develop self-belief and why we develop self-belief and sort of like how self-belief works within our, one sec, within like our structuring of how we build our ideal self, but also how we achieve what we dream of in this life. Does that sort of make sense? So, like, we understand that self-belief is just the in-between from me thinking I know what something is to me achieving it and truly understanding what it is. So when we understand this, it's like if I've learned how to validate myself, if I know how to build belief within myself, do you sort of get it? Like, what is like, because you think about it, like why are we doing personal development? Why are we doing, any sort of healing, any sort of rebuilding? Why are we doing anything? And the answer is so that we can become who we want to be. Do you sort of get it? So, like, why learn how to validate myself? Why learn how to believe in myself? Why learn, so to speak, how to, create new beliefs? Why learn how to break limiting beliefs? Why learn how to positively reinforce myself? Why learn how to reprogram my mind? Why learn how to, manage my emotional states and things like that? Like, why? And the important reason is because, like, I want to be in control of myself and determine who I am in this life and what sort of means something to me in life. Does that sort of make sense? So it's sort of like, why would I do all of this? To become more powerful within myself, to be able to live my dream life, to be able to do what I want in life, to be able to achieve what I want in life, not to just achieve what I think is acceptable for me to achieve. Do you sort of get it? So we understand the reason for the first two foundations of the identity of self or creating my ideal self, and that's self-validation and self-belief. Because I have to be able to determine what I want in life, but then also I have to be able to fuel myself to go after it when no one else does. And the funny thing you'll notice, the more you move towards what you dream of in life and what sort of makes you fulfilled and makes you happy in life and all of this, like the more you're moving away from everything that is currently in your current environment. So you will lose people, and it's not to say like that, like people don't want to, well, it's not to say that like people are necessarily bad. It's to say that if the life you're living right this second, this moment, this day is not what you dream of and aspire to live within your lifetime, if you aspire to, for example, start and run your own business, and right now you're working a dead-end job, like just realize like it's nothing against the people who are in your life, but those people who are in your life align with the version of you that is just working a job. Do you sort of get it? So it's nothing bad about the people. So like for example, when I embarked on what I wanted to do in life years ago and started focusing in on my spiritual and my personal development journey and my professional development journey, like 99.99% of the people in my life I lost. And it wasn't because they're negative or bad people. It's just where they exist within life was not where I exist within life anymore. Do you sort of get it? So, like, for example, I can't go on an adventure in life if I don't leave my home. Do you sort of get it? If I don't leave my current comfort zone, I cannot become or do anything different. Do you sort of get it? I can't start a business, so to speak, like working a job. Do you sort of get it? Like at a certain point in time, I have to take actions that are different than the current actions I take to be able to get different results. So we just realize that, and we understand that like when we're thinking about this idea of having to sacrifice those who I know, those who are comfortable with me as I am when I want to become more. Do you sort of get it? So, like, for example, for me, it's not to say that I'm better than other people. In no way, shape, or form am I. It's just to say that when I focused on striving to be the best version of myself, all those who didn't strive to be the best version of themselves couldn't handle being around me. Do you sort of get it? All those people that didn't care about personal and professional development and business development and spiritual development and all of this, they couldn't handle being around me. Those who want to sit around and go to the pub and get some beers and play some pokies and fucking waste their life being miserable and go out and buy stupid shit, like we just don't align anymore. Do you sort of get it? Like, I have no desire to go to a resort and swim in the pool and get drunk in the pool. It just does not do anything for me. Not taken away from anyone who enjoys doing that, but like, I would never be able to associate with them because what they find to be fun and what I find to be fun are two completely different things. Do you sort of get it? So it's like, if I'm sacrificing my dreams, my ambitions, who I am in this life for other people, then yeah, I'll be able to keep those people in my life. Do you sort of get it? But if I'm determining that what I aspire to have in this life is something more than what I currently have, then I start to realize the necessity for me to segregate and separate from them. Do you sort of get it? It's why, for example, you'll notice that on all of my social media and all of that, rarely do I get engagement from people because no one really, like, no one in my community or groups really cares about this sort of stuff. Do you sort of get it? Not to say that people don't care about it, but they just don't care about it to the extent or level that I care about it. Do you sort of get it? Like, and it's not a negative thing. So we just realize, like, if I'm worried about being ostracized, if I'm worried about having to walk this path alone, then I will never set out on the, so to speak, adventure of my life. Do you sort of get it? So, like, I just have to be willing to let go to the need to have other people around me so I may discover who I am. Do you sort of get it? So just realize that when we're talking about like personal development and working through your sort of aspiring and striving towards your dreams and working through all the negative emotions and things like that of the past, like just realize like it comes down to you and you alone. No one else can walk the path for you. No one else should walk the path for you. It's your path to walk. So that's an important thing that like sort of I always am brought back to is that like other people don't have to see, believe, or value what I value, but it doesn't mean because they don't see, believe, and value what I value, that what I value is meaningless, is wrong. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's a funny thing because, like, for example, I used to find it very, very easy to like, because I have a lot of skills and I have a high aptitude and I'm quite intellectual and I'm quite articulate and I'm very good at what I do across multiple different industries. I used to find it very, very easy to always have jobs and to always be highly employable. But the funny thing is as soon as I started my business and started investing into my business, the opposite happened. I became blacklisted from working for anyone else. Do you sort of get it? Mm. So we just realized like it's a funny thing because people in my life sort of seem to think that like I'm lazy and I don't want to work. But the truth is that like I've been blacklisted because of what I've promoted to the world. So just realize that like when you commit to your journey, when you commit to doing things, like for example, when you commit to personal development, those who don't seek personal development will blacklist you because who you are shows them who they're not. So it shows them who they could be. Do you sort of get it? Like when you go out and you start in entrepreneurship, you start your own business, like you will be unemployable because you're uncontrollable. You're not dependent on a job for your livelihood, for your like your security. Your security is independent of a job. So it's very funny because most people when they start a business, when they start a job, or when they start a business, when they start out in entrepreneurship, they keep a job and then they basically do it on the side in private. Do you sort of get it? It's a funny thing because it's how life is. Do you sort of get it? Like when I make the decision that, like, I want something new. I want a different experience in life. I want to do or follow the dreams that I have in life, however they may be, personal, professional, do you know what I mean? Business, like, experience. Like, if I want to be around people who treat me with respect, who value who I am, do you sort of get it? Like, if I want to be around people who you know, love me, who like, you know, who add to my life, like however you want to see it. Like when I make that decision, all those who don't will fall away naturally. So if I'm holding on to those relationships and all of that, I am artificially sort of stagnating myself. Do you sort of get it? So it's like the same in business. Like if I start a business, if I go out on entrepreneurship, like if I constantly fear failure and fear the negative happening, so I put it on hold, I quit, I go back to working, like I will forever be in the same cycle. Do you sort of get it? So at a certain point in time, like you have to make the decision that if I want different, if I want forward, I just have to go forward, whatever may come. Do you sort of get it? Like for me, like I couldn't do working a job and entrepreneurship because working a job made me too comfortable to where I didn't have the need to continuously develop. I didn't have the need, but it also made me miserable. Do you sort of get it? Because like working a job, like I had to put up with shit. I had to put up with people devaluing me. I had to put up with people like, you know. with negative people, with negative customers, with this, with that. Like I had to have like off sleep schedules. Like the majority of my focus and attention was on someone else's business, not my business. So like I had to make the sacrifice that I had to sacrifice income for the ability to create and build the business that I wanted, to create the future that I wanted. Do you sort of get it? So it's like there's always going to be a sacrifice. Do you sort of get it? I have to sacrifice what is no longer in alignment with who I want to be or what I want to achieve in life for what I want in life. Do you sort of get it? So, should I want people to respect me and love me for who I am and value me for who I am, I have to sacrifice everyone who doesn't. I cannot hold on to people who don't, no matter the relational bond, no matter who they are to me. Do you sort of get it? And it's not to say I have to cut people out of my life and be callous about it, but it's just to say I cannot invest into like situations or relationships or environments that detract from my overall value and self-worth and my belief in self. Do you sort of get it? So when we're moving through and when we're building up this ideal self of who we want to be and sort of the life that we want to create, like external validation is never going to be the path to success. Do you sort of get it? So I have to let go to external validation and self-validate, self-regulate. Like, what is a good day's work to me? What is, working on myself? What is healing myself? Like, what is living my best life? What is pursuing my best life? What is my best life even look like? So, how do I determine this? How do I identify this? And the easiest way to do it is through your emotional state, your feelings. Do you sort of get it? When I'm around people, do I feel good about who I am? Do I feel happy? Do I feel confident? Do I feel supported? Do I feel loved? Do you know what I mean? Like, do I feel all that I seek in this life? Do you sort of get it? Like when I'm following my dreams in business, in career, whatever it may be, because just realize like working for other people isn't a negative thing. It just depends on what you want and who you want. Do you sort of get it? But evidently, like, there's a very, very, like, I have yet to truly find people, like, don't get me wrong, there's heaps of people that are into what I'm into, personal, professional, spiritual development, and all of that. But I'm yet to find people who, like, I don't know, not to say align with, but like, not many people really understand the value of this sort of knowledge. Do you sort of get it? Because most people want to be a part of a group. So if we talk about spiritual, they want to be a segment within a population, a predetermined community. Not to say that there isn't people who want to be individualistic in their spiritual gains, but it's sort of like, yeah, when it comes to things, it's sort of like there are all different communities and herds or packs or tribes, but it's sort of like for some, we don't align to any. Do you sort of get it? And it's not to say like I don't align to it, it's just to say that like I don't believe in the cyclical nature of human consciousness in the sense that most people repeat cycles. Most people get stuck in cycles and they keep repeating the same cycles again and again and again, and they cannot see past the cycle. They know that that they're in a cycle, but they convince themselves of why the cycle is necessary. It's just the way life is. Very few in life are willing to break free of that and discover and explore for themselves because most people don't like the idea of being in the unknown, being alone. Do you sort of get it? Whereas I'm to the opposite. I don't like the confinement of having to be among others. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's not bad. Being among others isn't bad. It's just very limiting. Do you sort of get it? Like, yeah, it's one of those things. So what we're going to go through today is we're going to keep going on self-belief, and we're moving on to the next stage of when I'm building up my identity of self, building my belief in self. I understand that everything is to be validated through me and by me, for me. So it's like, what what are we now trying to achieve when we understand what self-belief is? Well, what we have to do is now we have to understand that if I'm internally validating myself and not externally validating myself, like, what is it that I seek in life? What is it that makes me happy? What is it like? What do I want in life? Do I want to be happy? Do I want to feel loved? Do I want to feel connection? Do I want to feel a part of something? Like, what do I want? Do you know what I mean? So, like, for me, it's exploration, it's experience. That's what I seek in life. That's what I enjoy in life, to experience and sort of explore and like go on an adventure, whatever you, however you want to see it, like to understand. So, like, when I'm doing this, this is when I feel at peace, happy, love. Do you sort of get it? So like we want to remove it from the external environment. So it's like if I want to feel love in life, if that's what makes me feel like I'm living my dream life, it's not that I want to feel love in another in life. It's not that I want to feel the love of others in life. Like, it has to be internal, it cannot be external. Because when we make things external, for example, if I say I'm happy when I'm eating good food, that's when the only time I'm happy is when I'm eating good food. That means, should I not be able to have food that I define as good, I am now unable to be happy. Should I say that I want to seek love through external parties or other people? That means if I don't get love from other people, I cannot be happy. So we always want it to be internal so that we have full control over the love I feel, over the joy I feel, over the happiness, over, the fulfillment, however you want to see it. So it's sort of like this. I'll give you some pretty simple ones. Um, and it's not to say that they're wrong, but it's not to say that they're right. These are just my beliefs, and I don't really care if they're right or wrong to other people. Fulfillment is found through service. So find a way to serve others, find a way to serve yourself, find a way to just serve. Through doing, I feel fulfilled. Do you sort of get it? So, like, that could be like doing yard work, that could be doing gardening, that could be cleaning, that could be cooking, that could be like however it is. But if you seek fulfillment, find a way to serve. Serve yourself, serve others. Not because you want to serve others, but because you understand through being of service, I feel needed. I feel like fulfilled within my actions. So find a way. Like, for example, these videos are one way I serve. Doesn't really matter if other people watch them, doesn't really matter if other people care. Do you sort of get it? Like, that's the catch 22. If I'm serving others so that I may get validation from others to feel fulfilled, then I need others to validate me for my service to be worthwhile. Do you sort of get it? So I cannot be fulfilled unless, so like when I'm serving, just because I like to serve and serving makes me feel happy and I want to serve however I want to serve, however I choose to show up and serve every day will lead me to feeling fulfilled within the actions that I take every day. Do you sort of get it? So understand that that's one of the key things. If you want joy or happiness, do you know what I mean? Like ridiculousness. You cannot be joyful, you cannot be happy when you're serious. Do you sort of get it? So, like, a lot of people think that I'm overly serious. I'm not really. I don't like, as important as this is to me, it's meaningless. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's why I'm so happy. Do you sort of get it? And you might say you're not happy, but yeah, I am happy. I'm just not broadcasting it. Do you sort of get it? But internally, I'm as happy as I've ever been, as happy as I can ever be. Do you sort of get it? I just don't feel a need to broadcast it and sort of laugh and do ridiculous things. But the ridiculousness that makes life joyful and happy is the realization that it is meaningless. So, as much meaning or as much value as I find within this knowledge, it is meaningless to other people. Do you sort of get it? It's meaningless to life. If I were to elevate and help and heal billions of people across this earth, like it's meaningless. Do you sort of get it? To me, it might be meaningful, but in the overarching life, in the overarching sort of existence of the universe and life, it holds no meaning. So that's an important thing to realize is the paradigms of life. Do you sort of get it? That fulfillment is found within service, but service to self. Do you sort of get it? Not service to others. When I serve others, I don't feel fulfilled. Do you sort of get it? Because it becomes perverted, because then I need the validation of others to feel the fulfillment that I want to feel. So when of service, I'm of service to myself. So I help others and I serve others because it makes me feel good, not because I need to do something for them, not because I need anything from them. Do you sort of get it? So like joy and happiness is found in the ridiculous. So in the most meaningful aspects of life, realize that all aspects of life are meaningless. Should I save someone from drowning? Should I jump off a building? They hold the exact same meaning. Do you sort of get it? Like it's all meaningless. The reason it's meaningless is there is no overarching meaning to life. There is only the meaning I insert into life. So should I find this sort of knowledge, this information, sharing information, helping people to understand as being the most meaningful thing in life? To me, it's meaningful because I create the meaning within it. But external to me, it doesn't hold meaning. Other people might find it just as meaningful as me, but that doesn't mean that the action is meaningful. Do you sort of get it? So when you understand that, that creates the sense of ridiculousness because how can something so meaningful, how can something that means so much to me mean nothing to others? It's ridiculous. Do you sort of get it? And that's what creates the level of joy because joy doesn't like sort of exist in seriousness. It only exists within the ridiculous. So just realize that if I want to increase my joy and happiness in life, a simple hack is just meaninglessness. Realize how meaningless anything is. Do you sort of get it? If I save someone, meaningless. Do you sort of get it? No meaning. To me, it'll hold immense value and meaning, but in life in general, no meaning. So you could think about it like this. Say I'm driving along the highway and I see a baby deer, right? Sitting on the highway and all of that. And it's sort of in shock and it doesn't know what to do. So I get out of the car and I run over and I pick it up and I take it off the side of the road and I let it go. And as I let it go, a bear comes along and eats it and kills and eats it. Like meaningless. Do you sort of get it? Like, understand this. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, say like there's a fish on the beach, and I pick that fish up and I throw it into the water, and a bird comes along, a pelican comes along and eats it. Do you sort of get it? Like the action or activity I took held meaning to me because I was doing something genuinely for the benefit of the animal, but it held no purpose because as soon as I took the action, the animal was dead. So to the animal, they're sort of like, well, why did you do that? Do you sort of get it? So just realize that sort of paradigm in life that like even if I think an action I take is like super meaningful, super positive and all of this, there is an element to it where it can have a negative like effect to it. Like it's the paradigm. Should I do something good, I am also, or it is also something evil that I am doing. It just sort of depends on how it plays out. Do you know what I mean? So like, do you know like so there's many different sort of analogies or ways in which you could see this, but it's like to understand it is just to understand should I do something evil? Like 9 times out of 10, like good can come of that. Should I do something good? 9 times out of 10, evil can come about that. Do you know what I mean? So like say I say I save someone from drowning and then 3 years later they decide that they want to go and like kill a bunch of people. Do you know what I mean? Or like I save someone from drowning and it turns out that they're a serial killer. I save someone from drowning and it turns out that they're a fraudster, a scammer. Like, do you sort of get it? Just like, for example, like I accidentally hit someone with my car and it turns out that, like, you know, them being paralyzed from it led them to, realizing their passion for writing, realizing their passion for literature, like however it may be. So a really good way to understand this is sort of like if you take motivational speakers, because a lot of motivational speakers had very like big things happen to them that sort of altered and changed the trajectory of their life to sort of being different. So, like a story is Inky Johnson. If you understand Inky Johnson, he was a college football athlete who was going to go into the NFL and was pretty much um, guaranteed a spot and, multi-million dollar contract and all of that. And on the last game of his, I think it was college or something like that, or maybe it wasn't college, maybe it was like whichever it was, high school or college. But basically, on the last game, he burst one of his whatever it is nerves within his shoulder and basically almost died, but could never, like, lost the sort of, so to speak, mobility of the arm and could not play anymore. Do you sort of get it? Like, we all face these times in life where you could call it God, you could call it life, you could call it whatever you want it to be. But basically, where I think that I'm going on a certain trajectory, and then something happens, and that door closes for good. Do you know what I mean? So, like, if we're thinking about like athletes and things like that, if I have a major injury, like I cannot do it anymore. Do you know what I mean? I can't play the game, I can't play the sport at such a level. So now I have to like shift and pivot and sort of alter to doing something else. I'm a bit different from that. Like I make my decision of what I'm gonna do, and then I just commit to do it. If I live, if I die, do you sort of get it? Like that's just how it is. Do you know what I mean? So like for example, this, I decided when I was 16 I was gonna do this. Do you sort of get it? Like when I was 16, I decided exactly what I was going to achieve within life. And I've just been working towards it since then. Do you sort of get it? Most people don't understand or don't realize because I never shared it with other people. But it's like this course, this program, like like these programs that I've created, like while I've only just recently structured them, like these are just ways in which I am fulfilling upon what I seek in life. Do you sort of get it? So, like, to let you in on a little secret, like, when I decided what I wanted to do and accomplish within life, like, I knew exactly because I had a conversation with God, and God told me exactly how difficult it was going to be. I didn't comprehend how difficult it was going to be, immensely difficult, but I didn't comprehend how difficult it was going to be. But basically, like, I got shown the path that I would have to walk and why I would have to walk it and what would happen to me along that journey. Do you sort of get it? It's a funny thing. So, like, it's just like that. Sometimes things in life will happen that will cause us to pivot and shift, and other times we just make a decision of what we are going to accomplish in this life and we just work towards it. Do you sort of get it? So, like, for example, when I made that decision and agreement with God, like, I didn't understand that it would involve like reprogramming the mind. Do you sort of get it? Like, essentially, I made an agreement with God that I would create a way to heal anyone's mind and to lift them from any level in life, from the depths of poverty into the riches of abundance. Do you sort of get it? That's why the information that I've put in here, that's why the programs that I've created are so focused on very specific things. Do you sort of get it? Because the thing is that, like, I'm not throwing any shade on any others, but like, Tony Robbins doesn't teach you how to become wealthy. He teaches you how to invest in index funds. He doesn't teach you how to fucking generate wealth. Like, they're all fucking liars. Do you sort of get it? They're all just serving their own needs and their own purposes. They don't fucking heal your mind. They don't do anything. Like, they're fucking full of shit. Do you sort of get it? So where I came from when I was 16 was someone who their entire life had been beaten down for who they were, had everyone seek to destroy them. Do you sort of get it? So it's like when I tell you like what these programs do and the way in which you become who you've always dreamed of. Just realize, like from the depths of hell is where I have come from. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's in understanding that like these programs, the knowledge I offer, like what I give you is like, it's like the real fucking deal. It's not an illusion like fucking Tony Robbins. It's not an illusion like fucking, you know, all the others. Not to say that there's anything wrong with the others, but like they're just illusions because they're just trying to fucking sell something to you. They're trying to fucking do something. Well, why do you think fucking Tony Robbins doesn't give out all his content for free? Do you sort of get it? Everything in this program, everything in this course is all it's all out there. Do you sort of get it? The course is just me collating it all together in one area. Do you sort of get it? Like all the knowledge, like it's here. It's on YouTube. Do you sort of get it? Where there's 4,400 videos. Do you sort of get it? Like like the knowledge is sort of all throughout here. Do you sort of get it? But people just don't understand that. Do you sort of get it? And like, but it's really important because like when I'm saying to you like these things for example, like how to recreate or reprogram your mind and recreate your reality. Like I'm talking about teaching you advanced things on how to create abundance within yourself and abundance within life from nothing. Do you sort of get it? Like that's the thing. But no, like 99.99% of people in this world, they won't believe me until everyone believes me. Do you sort of get it? Mhm. So the 0.001 or the 0.01% of the population, like they're who I seek because they're the ones who understand and believe already. Do you sort of get it? So we just understand, like, when I say to you, like, becoming your dream self, like, just realize, like, I came from the, so to speak, like, the gutter or the emotional gutter of life to having everything. Do you sort of get it? Like, I taught myself advanced practices on learning. Do you sort of get it? So, like, for example, this is my introduction to learning and developing and how to write courses. So, if you want to learn how to write a course, this is the knowledge for you. But if you want to learn about it, like at a higher rate, like one sec, like the difference between theoretical knowledge and experiential knowledge. No one else is going to teach you that. No one else really fucking understands it. I don't understand how they don't understand it because it's literally experiential knowledge is knowledge from doing. Theoretical knowledge is knowledge from books. Like it's pretty fucking basic. Do you know what I mean? But if you go the academic way, that is knowledge. And this is just bullshit. Do you sort of get it? They devalue experiential knowledge because theoretical knowledge is meant to be more valuable. But in truth, experiential knowledge is more valuable than theoretical knowledge because I don't need to know how to breathe, do I? But if I know how to breathe, but I don't understand like physically how to breathe, it's not an easy thing to do. Do you sort of get it? So, like, for example, I might understand like like how to fly, the physics of how a bird flies, but I can't fucking fly, can I? Do you know what I mean? So like I could develop myself to being able to fly if I wanted to by building the muscles and things like that and getting apparatuses and all of that. But like just knowing the physics of how a bird flies doesn't do jack and doesn't do shit for me. I can understand how to sell theoretically. I can understand how to communicate, how to like persuade people, how to influence people. But if I don't do it, like it doesn't really hold any value. I can understand I can understand the theoretical knowledge on the most advanced, like like mathematics and things like that. But if I don't understand how to work it out and how to do the formulas, like and how to apply it, like it holds no value. Do you sort of get it? So it's like people put too much value on the theoretical side, on being book smart, not street smart. Do you sort of get it? When they're just two sides of learning. I have to learn theoretically and I also have to learn experientially. So, like a lot of people put all of their faith in science of what can be proved, and they fucking miss out that, like, in health, in existence, in spirituality, in intellect, in understanding, in fucking everything in life, like, I am the fucking vessel. Do you sort of get it? Like, if I want to understand the universe, I am the universe. So, should I look inwards and should I analyze inwards, I can access everything external to me. It's a fucking funny thing. But most people still don't get this. Do you sort of get it? So, they seek all the answers external to them and they never look internal. So they always miss the fucking truth. Like people think I'm smart. Like, yeah, I'm smart, but like you realize like I'm just really good at the internal. Do you sort of get it? So I don't need to go out there and seek to understand the external environment because I understand the internal environment. The external environment is a reflection of the internal environment. Do you sort of get it? Just like, should I allow my external environment to influence my internal environment? My internal environment becomes a reflection of my external environment. So, should I be around people who are always tearing me down and destroying me and all of this and seeking to break me? Like, I will be broken within myself. I will be torn down. I will be beaten down. Do you sort of get it? So, it's very important to understand this because, like, right now, everyone seeks intellect. Everyone seeks to be the smartest person in the room, but they don't realize the intelligence that exists within them. But they also don't understand like quantum mechanics and quantum entanglement and all these different terminologies throughout metaphysics, where like I can access anything I want in the universe. If I wanted to see Mars, I can project my consciousness to Mars. Do you sort of get it? And you can pretend like it's not true, but it is. It's just science is still too stupid to catch up. Do you sort of get it? But they're starting to catch up. Like, do you sort of get it? So just realize, like, through advanced meditation, through advanced thought processes and practices, like I can access such depths of knowledge to understand anything in this world. But it only comes through being able to use the conduit that is my internal state of being. Do you sort of get it? So, like, people want to try and be able to predict the future, predict other people's behavior. So, because of the life I had and because of what happened to me when I was young, Like when everyone seeks your destruction and seeks to destroy you in life, you become very, very good at analyzing people at a very high level. Do you sort of get it? So I can try and watch people to understand who they are. But you realize, like, most people miss this completely, but like your gut feelings and like your intuition is your subconscious mind communicating to you. And your subconscious mind processes data at like thousands of thousands of times the capacity that your conscious mind can process data. Do you sort of get it? So, like, if I listen to my gut feeling, if I listen to my feelings in any situation, I now have access to far greater knowledge that I can't even comprehend. Do you sort of get it? So, people get too fucked up in their own intellect, thinking that the conscious mind is everything. They're egotistical. Do you sort of get it? Because you think that, like, what I think is more valuable than what I feel. Do you sort of get it? But what I feel comes from such like vast arrays of data and understanding and experience that the conscious mind couldn't even process it if you gave it 1,000 years. Do you sort of get it? So just realize that like if you were to think about it like this, you would assume that everything that I see in my day to day life, 20% of it, if that, could be as low as 5 to 10%, is the conscious mind. The rest is the unconscious mind. Do you sort of get it? So just realize that when I look out in life, my conscious mind is seeing 10% of the picture. My unconscious mind is seeing the whole picture, the whole 100%. Do you sort of get it? So if I'm devaluing my emotions and my feelings over, my thoughts, like I'm an egotistical fucking idiot. Do you sort of get it? Realize that because that's the truth. Is that I am not my conscious mind, I am not my unconscious mind. I am the consciousness that directs both of them because they are simply tools for me to be able to analyze and process what I experience within life. Do you sort of get it? So just realize that. Many people think I'm really smart, and I really am. Like when I say to you, I put in 100,000 hours of gathering knowledge, like it's because I have advanced practices on memory retention and things like that. Do you sort of get it? So, like, for example, we got the 4 stages of learning: unconscious incompetence, conscious incompetence, conscious competence, unconscious competence. They are the 4 stages of learning from being a novice to becoming self mastered. There's 10,000 hours needed through that process. Most people put in 50 hours and think job done. Do you sort of get it? Understanding how conditional or how conditioning works within memory retention. Do you sort of get it? This is an advanced understanding on how to use advanced conditioning practices to not try and memorize things, but to condition information into my subconscious mind, into my memory. And how do we do that? Through advanced synaptic pathway development. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's very important. Like, when you understand this knowledge, when you understand like what this knowledge means, like, it's very important. Do you sort of get it? Because when I understand the use of conditioning instead of trying to memorize. So people try to memorize like A equals apple, or A means apple. 2 plus 2 is 1. 2 plus 2 is 4. Do you sort of get it? Like, whatever it may be. So, like, think about mathematics. Think about multiplication. You didn't sit there and say 2 times 2 equals 4. Like, you didn't just say, like, try and memorize like that. The sequence of it and the repetition of it is conditional learning. It's conditioning. When I do something again and again and again and again and again and again in the same order again and again and again, I am doing conditioning. Do you sort of get it? When I'm trying to do memorization, I'm reading something, then trying to remember it. Reading something, then trying to remember it. Reading something, then trying to remember it. Oh, I remembered it. I don't have to do any more. When I'm doing conditioning, I'm doing thousands of actions. Do you sort of get it? Understand this. Like, but also understand that memory is based on importance. Have you ever noticed how negative things that happened to you as a kid, traumatic things, how it's fucking impossible to forget them? Yet you trying to memorize your best friend's number, impossible. Why is that? Because of the level of importance. Something negative that happened to you as a child, you created a high level of fear or anxiety around, which created this sensation that I don't want to feel this way again. So you make it very important that I must avoid this. Do you sort of get it? Like, does it make sense? So, like, think about it like this. Like, why did we evolve, or why did we evolve to have memory? Was it to memorize different words? Was it to memorize mathematical equations? Was it to memorize different facts? No. It was to memorize food sources, water sources, presence of danger, different things like that. So just realize like memory is associated to the importance that we put on something for survival. When something negative happens that causes a huge amount or a large amount of fear within me, it becomes imprinted in my mind because my mind focuses on it and puts a lot of importance behind it. So should I want to use this to learn at a rapid rate? If I create the belief that what someone like, for example, if you believe that every word I tell you is 100% truth, and you believe that what I'm telling you when I say it's important is like of paramount importance to your life and your existence, you will only ever need to hear it once to memorize it. It's why I understand so much. Do you sort of get it? Because, like, the information I want to memorize, I just treat it as being the most important things in life. Do you sort of get it? And then I just memorize it, right? But I don't try and memorize it. I condition it into my mind by hearing it 1,000 times. Do you sort of get it? So, like, I wanted to understand spirituality at a very high level, and I wanted to understand the yogic beliefs, and I wanted to understand like like the different yogic beliefs on God and things like that. So, like, I listened to Sadhguru for 2 years straight, 18 hours a day. For 2 years, every day, 7 days a week, for 18 hours a day, I had Sadhguru playing his speeches and all of that. I listened to it on repeat. I wanted to master sales and understand sales. And at the time, Jordan Belfort had his straight line sales and persuasion, or his straight line sales course going and all of that. So for 1 year, like, oh, well, for 2 to 5 years, Like it was about 3 years, but over 3 years, I put in over 20,000 hours. So over 10,000 hours of listening to him and then 10,000 hours of practicing it. Do you sort of get it all day, every day? Nothing else was important. That was the only information I took in. Do you sort of get it? And the reason for this is because if I only take in his information, if I listen to him all day, every day, all day, every day, that's the only thing I listen to. I don't watch movies. I don't watch anything else. Like I'm focusing and harnessing the power of the mind. Do you sort of get it? But I believed every word he said to be true. So when I believe someone is telling me the truth, I don't need to argue with it. So it means when they say something, I don't need to contest it. If I think someone's not telling me the truth, everything they tell me, I have to then cross reference and all of this. So, like, validate, well, not validate, but like, analyze people until you understand if they're worth listening to or not. The second you realize that someone's worth listening to, don't ever question a word that they say, no matter what they say. Why? Because you can have multiple meanings and multiple beliefs. Do you sort of get it? What Jordan Belfort believed in sales, like I believe what he said is true, doesn't mean I have to do it. Doesn't mean I have to utilize it. But if I think that it's untrue, then what happens is I create personal resistance towards that learning. So what happens there is now it becomes harder for me to retain it in my memory. When I believe someone's telling me the truth, it's easy. Have you ever noticed that? Realize that. Because that is one of the tools to being able to learn at a rapid rate, to be able to remove all resistance that you create into memory retention, and then understanding how to apply importance and meaning to memory. Do you sort of get it? So, like how I learned this, or how I developed this, was when I was studying for the military. Do you sort of get it? When I was preparing for combat and war, when I was studying military tactics and strategy and things like that, and understanding like psychological warfare and all of that. Do you sort of get it? That information held very, very vital things when I was learning how to kill people, when I was learning how to like understand this, like in my mind, in my subconscious mind, external to my conscious awareness. Like I have memorized all different ways to manipulate the body to disable the body. Do you sort of get it? Like I've conditioned it into my subconscious mind through muscle memory and things like that. So if you put your body, or say you were to attack me in a certain way, like if I can get your arm, right? I'm not going to try and break your arm. I'm going to try and twist it, and I'm going to try and like twist and dislocate your elbow. Do you sort of get it? And I'm going to try and crack that little joint and pop that joint out. Do you sort of get it? Like it's very important to understand this, and there's many reasons for this. The predominant reason is that I understand how the majority of people develop their muscles. Do you sort of get it? Not saying like I know how everyone does it, but I know for a fact that most people they don't do this. They don't strengthen the auxiliary muscles around their elbows, around their shoulders. Do you sort of get it? Around their knees. So if I want to take you from a position of strength, well, if I'm trying to push backwards on your elbow to break it, like, yeah, I can, but it's like if I push this way and then I keep pushing, do you sort of get it? Like I can pop it with less resistance. So just understand that, like, survival is usually one of the most important reasons to why memory retention is there. Do you sort of get it? That's evolutionarily, that's why we, so to speak, like we developed or evolved to have memory. Do you sort of get it? But important thing to understand when we're talking about PTSD, what is PTSD? Like PTSD is memory. So like when I want to let go to PTSD, I want to let go to the negative memories. I don't need to hold on or bring them with me. Do you sort of get it? But PTSD also is having to operate within a heightened state of elevation or aggression or things like that, like heightened states of violence for long durations. Do you sort of get it? So it's not to say that PTSD is like many people think of PTSD like it's a negative thing. Do you sort of get it? But it's like, who wants to live down here? Do you sort of get it? Like, if I've been elevated up here in terms of survival, in terms of like personal defense and all of this, and fucking like, dealing with high stress situations, it's like, why is down here better? Ask yourself that. Do you sort of get it? So, it's like if I've conditioned my body for the past 3 years to exercise 6 hours a day, to run ultra marathons and things like this, like, why is sitting on the couch doing nothing better? Do you sort of get it? So, like, I want to let go to the negative emotions of PTSD, but I don't want to let go to advanced, like analysis and things like that, situational awareness. I don't want to let go to like being able to respond to things. I don't want to let go to aggression and rage. Do you know what I mean? But it's not to say that like I want to hold on to it. Do you sort of get it? So just realize like what really helped me in overcoming my PTSD was the realization that, like, I don't need to fear other people. Do you sort of get it? So I can let go, like, the aggression and the rage and the anger and all of that. I don't need to hold on to it. I don't need to artificially put myself into a heightened state. Do you sort of get it? If I'm out in public and someone does something that like is a red flag for me, so like let's say they have antisocial behavior or they have a highly volatile behavior or they're emotionally erratic, like I'm now highly observant of them. If people aren't, I don't need to be highly observant. Do you sort of get it? So like when we talk about PTSD, like when we're talking about like what soldiers have and what people from combat have. Like, we're talking about like the most extreme sensations of fear of death and things like that. Like, and all of that, and some of the most extreme, like, sort of situations that they've been through. So you just realize, like, in day-to-day life, like it's not going to happen. Like there's like depending on where you live and things like that. But if we take, for example, Australia, like there's not going to be a shootout happening. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to be walking down the street and someone starts shooting at you. Do you know what I mean? But a lot of these cases, like certain environmental stimuli can trigger memory. Do you sort of get it? Like they'll trigger you to fall back into past memories and things like that. So, like, for example, if I go out and I'm in a certain environment, an environment that has certain types of people in it or certain types of behaviors, I am triggered back into a state where I'm now analyzing and assessing who I'm going to kill when they come up to me. Do you sort of get it? So, like, you realize logically in that situation that, like, I am the one creating this environment, but it's hard when we're talking about the extremes of the extremes. Do you sort of get it? So like combat PTSD and like the sort of PTSD that I have, like the PTSD I have is more psychological. Do you sort of get it? Not so much based on well, it's based on physical events, but not to anywhere near the same extent as someone who spent, say, 6 months being attacked every day, everywhere that they walked, having to watch out for IEDs and all of this. Like, it's much different. But the situation or the PTSD I have is people attacking me. Do you sort of get it? So every time I wasn't alert, wasn't aware, wasn't prepared for violence, people attacked me. Do you sort of get it? So, like, the PTSD I have is a learned way of surviving. Do you sort of get it? But the truth is that, like, even if you have the worst, like, combat PTSD and all of that, like, it's a fear response. Do you sort of get it? Let go to the fear, smile death in the face, and it won't bother you anymore. Do you sort of get it? Like, what can people do? Do you sort of get it? Set rules within yourself and just let go to it and let go to the need to hold on to the violence, to the anger. Do you sort of get it? If you're walking down the street and your hairs on the back of your neck go up and you become alert, like be alert. But just realize, like, if someone doesn't walk up and try and attack me, nothing's going to happen. Do you sort of get it? So it's learning how to self regulate, like, because it's a fear response PTSD. Do you sort of get it? So, like, if I'm always feeding into that fear response and becoming fearful because of it, like, do you sort of get it? And that's not to say that, because you think about it like this, like, if environmental stimuli, for example, like we'll talk about like PTSD in soldiers, if a helicopter gives you flashbacks to negative memories, like you just realize like it's it's that the helicopter is a trigger, or the audio or the visual sensation is a trigger taking you back to a past experience. Do you sort of get it? So it's sort of like the way to overcome this through NLP is now I go back there and now I look at that past experience as I am today. Do you sort of get it? So, like, I'm not the victim of that experience to where I'm experiencing that experience and I don't have the capacity to alter or change it. Like, I am now able to alter and change it as to who I am. Do you sort of get it? So, like, for example, my PTSD came from being 8 years old, walking and having people like jump out of cars and threaten to bash me and try and bash me and all of that. Like having people run out of houses and try and bash me. Having people chase me down the street at night. Do you sort of get it? Like trying to bash me. Do you sort of get it? So just realize, like, for me, like I see those situations as I am now. So, like, if you had, for example, combat PTSD and a helicopter makes you flash back to a memory, you see the memory as you are now. You're not in that situation. You're not like the helicopter is not that. Do you sort of get it? like you're, so to speak, like in, like, for example, like we'll take Australian soldiers, like you're in Australia, you're not in East Timor, you're not in Afghanistan, you're not in Iraq. Do you sort of get it? Like you're not in Vietnam, you're not somewhere else, you're in Australia. Do you sort of get it? So, like, when you see it, you see that helicopter, you see that memory, or that memory comes back, and you remind yourself, I am not there. Do you sort of get it? But it's also like, you like, because a lot of it is like, for example, like I had this as well, like, because of like a lot of what happened to me was psychological and not physical, it caused like trauma in the sense that like you sort of feel like you're overreacting to it. You're sort of that it's like nothing negative actually happened. Do you sort of get it? So like you get a bit of this idea of like survivor's guilt and things like that, so to speak, that other people had it worse than me. Do you sort of get it? Like, why did I not have this? Why did I not have that? So just realize like all the different ways that you experience PTSD is just an illusion from a heightened state of being, from a highly traumatic situation. But the only way to make peace with it is to let go to the need to self identify with it. Do you sort of get it? So it's very important because, like, for me, mine was not that traumatic. Do you know what I mean? It just made me highly, it gave me high anxiety and made me highly aggressive, like, because fear makes me hyper aggressive. I don't like to feel fear because my whole childhood, people always tried to make me feel fear. Do you sort of get it? So, like, if you try to make me feel fear, like, I will want to instinctually attack you with everything that I have. Like, I might want to put your head through a table and just realize, like, I'm not saying that I'm going to, like, break your head on a table. I'm going to put your head through a table. And I'm not talking about through, I'm talking about through. Do you sort of get it? I'm going to put a table through your head. Like, do you get it? I don't like fear. I don't like to be attacked. Do you sort of get it? But it doesn't mean that, like, I am now a pacifist. I am not a pacifist. I never will be. I don't care what other people say. Do you sort of get it? Like, I am a violent person. I am a psychopath. That's just that. I don't have to act on it. But if the need arises, if I feel the urge to, I will act on it. Do you sort of get it? Without hesitation, without fear, without remorse or any guilt. Do you sort of get it? So it's just this understanding that, like, for example, for me, like, to let go of the fear, I just realized that 99.99% of people on this earth, like, if they fuck with me, like, it's never going to go their way. I don't care how big, I don't care how strong they are. Like, the level of violence that I am conditioned to and that I know how to exude, like, you can break my arms and you're only going to make me more psychotic. Do you sort of get it? Like, but the other thing is that I'm not going to ever give you the chance to. Do you sort of get it? So, like, it's why I have so much stress around violence, is because, like, to me, violence means death. Do you sort of get it? That's what I was taught as a kid growing up by people like attempting and threatening to kill me. Do you sort of get it? Violence means death. So I avoid violence with everything I can because the only outcome of violence is death. Do you sort of get it? But to 99.99% of people on this earth, they don't think like that. Do you sort of get it? So, like, people that mouth off to me in the street talking big, like, that's great. You can talk big. But it's like, if you attack me, like, I'm just going to kill you without remorse, without hesitation. Do you sort of get it? Like, I'm allowed to do that. I don't give a fuck what the law says. Do you sort of get it? Like, I'm allowed to defend myself with the most extreme violence I am capable of. And no law, no police officer is ever going to save anyone who attacks me. Do you sort of get it? It's by the grace of me that they will be saved, not by anything else, unless they're highly competent and capable in combat. Do you sort of get it? So, like, we just realize, like, in life, when we're overcoming these things, like, I don't need to be angry in life. I don't need to feel fear. I don't need to be aggressive because it just goes like that. Do you sort of get it? Like, that's the thing. So, like, if you're looking to like go to PTSD, like, just realize the responses like that. I can go from being happy to angry like that. I don't need to be angry or hold on to anger to be able to do that. Because as soon as I perceive a threat, I'm in the zone. Do you sort of get it? So it's like in my day-to-day life, I can be down like this, like at a normal level. But if a situation causes me, it has red flags in it and causes me to become alert, like I'm up here. Do you sort of get it? So it's sort of like when we understand this, this is the key. Do you sort of get it? It's not that like I'm trying to have situations that send me a red flag and then I just dismiss and ignore it. That's not overcoming PTSD because like PTSD is just when a situation like causes a red flag in me or causes me to become uneasy or causes me to become alert, like I then start analyzing and I'm not reactive, I'm proactive. Do you sort of get it? So, like, for example, like shopping centers, I still don't like them. Do you sort of get it? And like most people, when they see me, especially when I'm in a shopping center, like I'm looking for threats. Mine is a little bit different to other people, where I'm not looking for threats, I'm looking for predators. And if I see a predator, I'm allowed to attack them. Do you sort of get it? That's what I look for, predators, because that's who tried to attack me, predators. Do you sort of get it? So, like, I look for the threats when I'm in large volumes of people. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's one of those things in life. I don't have to look for predators, but I like to because like they're who I want to attack in life. So if I'm in a high volume of people and I spot someone with predatory behavior, engaging in predatory actions, I'm just going to run up and start caving their head in. Do you sort of get it? Why? Because I can. That's why. Do you sort of get it? But just realize, in no way, shape, or form am I a pacifist. In no way, shape, or form do I want to be a pacifist. I am a fucking psychopath. That will never change. I do not want that to change. Do you sort of get it? I am very happy with who I am in life. Does that make sense? So just realize like if you're if you're a military person or an ex-combat veteran and you have like so to speak PTSD, like just realize like if you are a warrior, why do you want to not be a warrior anymore? Do you sort of get it? Like the anger, the violence, the aggression, they're not bad things, but it's how they're utilized. That's the bad thing. Do you sort of get it? So like for example, if I have my PTSD rise or something sets me off, like For example, like if I'm not able to control it and I take out my anger or frustration on someone who is undeserving or, is not, the right person, then I'm in the wrong. So it's about discipline. Do you sort of get it? That I can feel in a heightened state of anxiety or a heightened state of aggression, but I control that. I not repress it, but I suppress it to where I don't broadcast the intent in my mind. Do you sort of get it? I don't know if I'm successful at this, but people would probably say I'm a pretty fucking intense person if they see me in a shopping center because I'm looking around for predators. Do you sort of get it? But I also don't death stare random people. Do you sort of get it? Like, I'm an intense person altogether. Does that make sense? Like, I don't want to not be an intense person. Because if we're out in the fucking wilderness and a fucking bear comes up, you don't want a pacifist with you, do you? Someone that's going to try and run faster than you. You want someone who's a psychopath that's going to try and kill the bear. Do you sort of get it? And like, it's very important to understand this. Like, motherfucker, if I'm in anywhere that has bears, I will have weapons. So either I will make my own weapons, i.e., fortified spears. So when I say a fortified spear, you get three or four branches together and you tie them together and you make one large spear. And like people would say, like you can't take a bear down with a spear. Yes, you can. It just requires cunningness. So like bears attack in very, very specific ways, and all predators attack in specific ways. And what you do is you want to feint and you want to get the bear to charge you, and then you feint, and then you fall back and you lodge that spear and leverage it, and you let the bear impale it, and you aim for the neck, and you let that bear impale the motherfucking self on it. Do you sort of get it? Like, there are many different ways that you can kill a bear with your, not so much with your bare hands, but with hand-to-hand combat weapons. Yeah, you can. You have a knife, you have an axe. Like, yeah, you go for the temple, you go for the bottom of the jaw and you open that jaw up all the way down the throat. Like, doesn't mean you're going to survive, but I can promise you this. If there's a fight between me and a bear, like, I know that bear ain't surviving. Do you sort of get it? Doesn't mean I survive, but like, to die fighting a bear would be a pretty fun thing. Do you sort of get it? This is what I mean. Like, I don't think about my survival. Like, I don't really care about living or dying. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's not to say like I'm suicidal or anything like that, but like that's what it means to be a psychopath. Is when a threat is presented, my survival instinct goes away. And then I just think about what I need to do to end that threat. Do you sort of get it? So like it's very important to understand this because my entire life, like people tried to make me feel like there was something wrong about being a psychopath. That I'm just like an unstable person. No, man. Like, I wouldn't want to be around you if we're walking in the wilderness and a bear comes and you just run off screaming. Like, why would I want to be around someone like that? Someone weak. Do you sort of get it? Not saying that people are weak who run from bears, but that's the thing. Like, I am not a victim to life. I am not a victim to life circumstances. So just realize that when you're building who you want to be in this life, like be honest with who you are. Do you sort of get it? Don't pretend to be something that you're not. Many people probably think I pretend to be a psychopath. All I have to say is attack me and see how I respond to that, and then you'll understand. Because, like, determinant of how the threat is, if I perceive you to be a threat, and like you show yourself that you're prepared to attack me and you're preparing to attack me, like I'm just gonna pick up a rock and smash you over the head across the temple. Do you sort of get it? Like I'm not gonna like it's never gonna be a fair fight. Do you sort of get it? Like whatever I have to do to take you from your strength and drag you into your weakness is what I will do. Do you sort of get it? If I have to break arms, if I have to break legs, if I have to suffocate you, if I have to snap your neck, like whatever it may be. Do you sort of get it? Like, and I don't say this to try and impress people. I say this to impress upon you, like when I'm saying, like, that's just how my mind works. That's how I see things. Problem solution. Do you sort of get it? So just realize, like, when we understand this, like, a lot of people, especially psychologists, are so fucking full of shit on this and talk so much shit about fucking sociopaths and psychopaths and all of this. But it's like, I, if I don't understand myself and I am a weak person and I give in to every sort of compulsion or urge that I have, without the control or the discipline to control my actions and behaviors. Like, yeah, I'm a fucking weak psychopath, but just realize there are strong people who have very, very strict codes of conduct and codes of honor. Like, most people in life, like, I think of them as being weak because they break their own codes of honor and their own codes of conduct and all of this for their own selfish needs. I can't do that because where it stops is a pretty fucking bad place. Do you sort of get it? So, like, I have to have far greater control than anyone else on my anger because if I ever let into my anger, like, I become like someone pretty fucking scary. Do you sort of get it? Very important because, like, in life, most people would probably say that they've seen me angry, but no one has ever seen me angry because true anger means I've lost control, and no one's ever seen me lose control. How do I know this? Because I'm not in fucking jail. Do you sort of get it? Like, just understand that. Like, if I lose control, I become very sadistic. Do you sort of get it? If I lose control in a fight, I'm not trying to sort of beat you in a fight. I'm going to try and destroy your life. So maybe that means that I snap your every joint in your body I crush. Do you sort of get it? So that for the remainder of your life, you have pain across every joint. When you walk, when you go to lift things, like everything. Do you sort of get it? Like, that's what it means. Do you sort of get it? It's that I'm very, like, if I lose control, like, I'm not unstable. Do you sort of get it? Very important to understand this. Because most people think, like, I talk about this sort of stuff to sort of try and, like fucking Andrew Tate to sort of blow myself up and sort of puff myself up. No. Like, I warn people because, like, I try to avoid this aspect of myself with everything that I can. Do you sort of get it? Because it's only predators that I want to hurt. Do you sort of get it? Very important to get. Because, like, most people, like, they don't understand, like, the truth in life. Most people avoid the truths in life. Do you sort of get it? That everyone is has the capacity to be as evil as the most evil people in this world, just like everyone has the capacity to be as good as the greatest people in this world. And it's your internal fortitude and your internal willingness and the either the strength or weakness within you that determines the outcome. Do you sort of get it? Very important to understand this because there is no excuse. For example, me being a psychopath isn't an excuse for my anger and rage to always be angry and rageful and violent towards others. If I was, like, I would be a weak motherfucker like all the weak motherfuckers out there. Do you sort of get it? So I just realized that, like, I am not a pacifist, but like being able to stay your hand in certain situations is more powerful than others. But other situations, no. If there's a predator at the door, I am not leaving that predator out there to prey upon me when I'm not paying attention. Do you sort of get it? So it's sort of like just understand that, like, for example, if I lived in America where there was mountain lions and there's a mountain lion at my house, I'm gonna kill that mountain lion. Do you sort of get it? I'm not gonna hesitate. It's all good that that mountain lion exists, but as soon as you start coming near me, no, mate, you're gone. Do you sort of see? Like, I'm not going to wait for a predator to attack me to deal with a predator. If a predator shows its predatory nature towards me, I'm going to deal with that predator. Do you sort of get it? Preemptively. So just realize that in life, when we're trying to overcome these things, so should you have PTSD? Should you have, like me, be a psychopath? Should you, whatever it may be, like understand and create your own code, your own honor system. Do you sort of get it? Who you do and who you don't attack, how you engage with people. So, like, one for me is that I can't attack people. Do you sort of get it? I can only ever defend myself and defend other people. Why? Because if I allow myself to attack people, where does it stop? Do you sort of get it? So when I say I look for predators, I'm looking for people that are trying to have predatory behavior towards others or attack others because then I'm allowed to attack them. Do you sort of get it? So, like, just understand, like, many people in life probably think that, like, you know, because I avoid violence, that I'm incapable of violence, but it's quite the contrary. I avoid violence because violence is home to me. Do you sort of get it? Like, and I don't want to be one of those people in life. So it's very important to understand this sort of stuff. All right, well, that's going to finish off this one for today, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.